Hello, everyone. Happy Saturday, and welcome into Zelda Speedruns. Today we have the Skyward Sword Randomizer weekly race. Tracking today is Jade Minabu, and on commentary we have Pippi in a top hat and Tomomodachi. I'm going to hand it over to the two of them. Hope you enjoy the race.
Hey, what's up, gamers?
Hi!
How's everyone doing today? Happy Saturday.
Hi.
Hi. How's it going, Pippi?
I was gonna ask the same thing of you.
We share a brain cell, so.
We do. we have shared custody. I'm glad that we are hopefully not sharing custody of the brain cell with the people who are actually doing the race, because they might need more than one brain cell to do a rando or whatever. I don't know. That typically takes some thought.
Yeah. Alright, dungeon predictions. Go!
I mean, I see we have Earth Temple and Ancient Cistern, which that would be a pretty fast seed, assumedly. I don't know. I usually bet Fire Sanctuary just because it's fun. How are you feeling?
I'm gonna say Sandship LMF.
Sandship LMF? Ooh, you wish pain upon people.
I do, because I did a seed earlier today, and it was Skyview ET, and it still took me 2 hours.
I'm gonna vote for... We're gonna go Fire Sanctuary Sister. That's the vibe I want. I love
like that
Fire
combo.
Sanctuary Cistern. It feels good. I mean, I just in general love both of those dungeons.
My favorite combo is Skyview and Cistern. Mostly because I like to brag about the time that I full cleared Sealed Grounds, full cleared Farron, full cleared Skyview, full cleared Floria, full cleared Ancient Cistern all in one go.
As we are starting off here, I don't think we have introduced yet. Ooh, we have Hitgo. Good luck, runners. But our runners on Restream today are Nindy and Ray Storm Thunder, and I already just appreciate Nindy's outfit.
Boko to Sandship. Sandship Cistern. Floria to Cistern. No grounds. No sky. No village.
No village, that's predictable.
Harp and Thunderhead.
That's good to know.
Sword and Sandship.
We do also have the double Zelda off today. That's a first. Ooh,
Oh.
Slingshot under Lily Pad. Definitely worth it, right? Totally.
Yes.
No fairies.
Bottle on
Definitely
Servo.
worthwhile bottle.
Alright. We are off on Ray's side. We just appreciate the model for a second.
Yes.
I always forget. Ooh, a beetle. I always forget that Ray is one of the few people, and apparently Nindy uses the model too, that actually uses the Zelda model. And are we seeing early Zelda's closet?
You're literally early Zelda's closet. Yup.
You're literally Zelda.
Into your own closet.
Alright. Nindy not
Nindy
going
is
for
not
it.
operating.
Ooh, flawless.
First try. This is getting one check out of logic. This is getting the Zelda's Closet check, which usually requires claw shots. However, now Ray cannot actually use the door to leave this room, so he is going to have to warp to start to get out of here.
Did Nindy get the item from Fledge?
It seemed not, and I don't know why that would be.
The only thing I could think of is maybe Nindy hit his Phi trigger on the same, like, frame or something that, like, Fledge would have talked to him.
He seemed to be, like, she seemed to be, like, messing around with him for a minute, so, like, I'm assuming it didn't get fixed?
That's concerning.
Okay, she immediately posted about it. Okay. That's interesting.
All right, so hopefully that's not the only beetle.
Yeah.
That's what we can hope for. Otherwise, okay, I think...
She does seem to be progressing with the seed regardless. But hopefully that won't be what the logic hinges on.
Yeah.
Because I've never seen that as a bug before. It seems that both of our runners, though, are making a bit magic file.
Which is always fun.
Oh!
Oh!
Yup, and that is a crash.
Okay!
Something seems to have generated wrong with Nindy's seed, I'm gonna guess? Oof. Yeah, I agree. What?
Yeah, that's a broken seed from generation. Well, we are swapping over to what appears to be Space Rock.
Yup. So that means we're no longer gonna have the double Zelda battle, unfortunately. But we will have Zelda v Link. Yeah, I'm very sorry about that, Nindy. That is very unfortunate. Never a fun thing to experience. I've never seen that happen before, that I just didn't give Fledge. Oh! That is early mitts, though.
I would be crying this seed.
Same. Do you also skip Potion Lady and go straight to Eldin?
It depends on the hints. Given the early beetle, I think I probably would have just left.
Yeah. But, digging mitts before going to Eldin is very strong. Oh, and we already have some more divergence that Ray is gonna go check shop. Well, it seems Space Rock is clearing the rest of Central Skyloft. Because, the beetle is a projectile. Oh, just kidding, we're all going to shop now. It's shop time.
I'm glad you were able to figure it out, Mindy.
Yeah. If you know what happened, we'd love to know, because, I'd love to know how to prevent that for people in the future, because that seems not fun. Also, I'm listening to Ray's music. Do you know what music this is?
I have no idea. I honestly have
It sounds so familiar. Is it like Animal Crossing music? Like, my brain can fill in the rest of the song and I can't think of what it's from. Oh, it's Mario Galaxy! Thank you. Thank you, chat. Oh, that is Galaxy. That's very Galaxy.
I've never played a single Mario game that wasn't Paper Mario, so...
Paper Mario's the good one, though. Hot take.
Playing through Origami King right now, and I've been playing through it for like 2 years. One day I'll beat it. And then unfortunately I never owned the Thousand Year Door, but I did watch playthroughs of it.
You should play Thousand Year Door. It's my favorite one. It's so good. Alright, we are on our way. Predictably, it seems we're going to Eldin first, but, Ray is opting for Backwards Waterfall Cave.
Backwards Waterfall Cave is one of those tricks that it only saves time if both of these chests are dead. And look at that, they're both dead.
I think it also saves time if just the upper one is dead, because it's
That's
pretty
fair.
quick, especially if you have claw shots to just grab the lower one. Which is one of the reasons why, if I've left any Sphere Zero check for later, it's Waterfall Cave, because you can speed it up.
Ray did not check the item in the crawl space, because when you enter the loading zone, if you hear a rupee drop, you know that the item that was randomized in there was a rupee.
Oh, I missed the audio.
Yeah. It's hard to pick up, but if you know what to hear for, you can just avoid it. It's a pretty minimal time save, but it's a time save nonetheless.
Yeah, and considering we saw the item on 300, which was gratitude crystals, it's probably not worth it to grab the money, even if it was a larger amount. Though we have had 0 dig spot RBMs. I just want to say that and be sad.
Yeah, Dig Spot RBM is one of those things, you know? But also, I think I've stopped doing Dig Spot RBM as much.
I'll do it if I want a corrupt file, pretty much guaranteed, which you would want for doing Earth Temple, or just to, especially with these settings, to trigger bit a lot if you're gonna be doing Fire Sanctuary.
Yeah.
But as we do not have Fire Sanctuary in Logic, or in Logic, in the Seed, whatever. Ooh, Water Dragon Scale. It's kind of debatable whether or not it's worth the time. Also, if you are doing... Ooh! Go get... No, didn't go and get the bug net.
Oh, is that what that was?
Was the bug net?
I could not see it. Ooh, Space Rock is going for this trick.
Very fancy.
I don't think
that one worked. But we seem to be going for it again. Oh, nope, that one got caught.
Yeah, this trick with throwing it, you have to move very quickly.
Oh, yeah.
I got it.
Look at that. Very
Space
nice.
Rock has been practicing a lot, and it definitely shows. Bugnet, grab it. Yeah!
Yay, my hero!
Oh, I thought that was a bottle. That was a wallet.
Alright, so both of our skydive lock chests are pinging dead. As is everything in Magma Turf. So let's see if our combat check is gonna be anything. Is Space Rock doing bow without the motion controls? This is something I've never considered doing during a scene.
ZeldaSpeedRuns 2! Welcome on in!
Welcome, friends. From the
Hi,
second
baseball.
Zelda speedrun. How's it going?
I think that was Ocarina of Time.
How was the Ocarina of Time? I know nothing about that game, but I hope it went well. By standards of Ocarina of Time.
I was in an Ocarina of Time restream this morning, and I was learning so many things. Because I don't really play Ocarina of Time anymore, but I was learning so much. It was actually really funny.
Oh, we have Ray opting to do the sword fight for the combat check instead of the bow strats. Oh, and that is a single. Very nice combat.
Nice.
That is not easy to optimize.
No, it's really not.
It's actually very annoying how often one of those Bokos just gets stuck on something and you're just like, oh, darn it.
I love the pink bombs.
They're very good.
That's a nice touch. That's a really nice touch.
Ray's items in general are just very good. Oh, we have our second beetle. So that is our hook beetle.
Hey.
I don't know. Is there anything we really need hook beetle? There's nothing we really need hook beetle for. Although, could get quick beetle and do some tricks and sisters.
Oh hell yes. Alright. Triforce of power.
Yes, there are of course the hook beetle lock checks in Fire Node, but in the current dungeons, it doesn't really give you access to much. Unfortunate.
Nice bomb replacement for now.
Yep. That is also not a method I've seen before for climbing the slope with the stutter sprint. Of just like going to the right instead of doing the like halt on Ray's side. That's cute. I like it. It probably makes it a little bit less scary to do, because the other method of stutter sprinting up that to avoid having to kill the Boko is you essentially make Link stop moving, which can be a little bit scary on the slope, because if you give it a little bit too long, you're going to slide back down on your butt. I also just realized, how long has Space Rock been maintaining Watermelon Glitch?
A while.
It's been very impressive. Oh, and we're doing the Boko out of now.
Are we going oob? We're going to oob.
It's the bee oob. Alright, get hit in the butt with the Boko. There we go!
Yeah!
Heck yeah. I want to learn to do that.
So, normally, I do a lot of casual races, and normally I'm racing against Space Rock, so I have not really been able to watch him, at all recently, but I can tell from the last time that I watched him, which was like, I think a few weeks ago, to now, there has been so much improvement, and the tournament hasn't even, like, fully started yet. We're still in the qualifier stage.
Oh!
So,
This would have been the speed to dig spot Erbium! Oh no!
I am crying. Goodbye.
Oh, that is the check. That Space Rock just got the check that you get from Dig Spot Erbium, and that is Claw Shots, aka the biggest movement buff in the game. Having that earlier speeds up literally even just the slope to get here.
And in this case, I think you would have even saved maybe a little bit more time, because you would have been able to... Oh, never mind. You wouldn't have had Hook Beetle yet. Never mind.
Yeah, you couldn't... If you have Hook Beetle, you can potentially skip the need to go through Magma Turf, but unfortunately, Hook Beetle was after Magma Turf.
I wasn't thinking.
Yeah. That's fine. As we said, we can only alternate who has the brain cell.
Alright.
I can't imagine that, Golden. I'm sorry. It's literally impossible.
Now, Farron is screaming right now.
Yes.
Farron is absolutely screaming, especially because you now have Claw Shots, you have Water Dragon Scale, and Floria was Path to Cistern.
Yup.
So if there's a time to do forwards Floria, it's now.
And the only items required for Cistern are the Water Dragon Scale and the Whip. And Claw Shots and Quick Beetle if you don't have Lily Pad Hinter are the only things that are gonna speed up Cistern. So there's literally like no reason not to go to Cistern right now. There's nothing left to wait for.
And the only thing you're missing in terms of Farron checks is the 2 bombable ones. You can ping one and you can douse the other with white sword.
We unfortunately do not have white sword, so...
That's true. We haven't seen a single sword yet. Am I okay?
No, you're valid.
I woke up from a nap before I did this, okay? I had a bagel, and then I did this, so
Listen,
brain's
I
not
want a
working yet.
bagel.
You want the rest of my bagel? It's still sitting here.
Oh, we'll change hands with the bagel when we change hands with the muffin.
Yeah, let's go!
In 42 hours.
Alright. Chat, I have a very important question for all of you, and I want you to answer honestly. Bananas. Okay?
That doesn't have a question mark on it. I'm gonna need you to give that a question mark. Oh,
Let
we're
me
doing
finish.
Rope Floria! Hold on!
Oh,
Rope
we are
Floria.
doing Floria! Alright, bananas can wait.
That is correct, Jade. Oh, banana.
Banana!
This, you never get to see this trick done. It's hardly ever the correct choice, but it's the correct choice now!
That was flawless.
That was beautiful. Thank you, Space Rock.
Alright, anyways, back to bananas.
We're going to Floria. We're going straight to Floria Waterfalls. Which unfortunately does mean we're doing Floria backwards. Which means that because we have Ancient Cistern in one direction and Floria in the other, and we know we have to do Floria first, we are going to have to do a little bit of backtracking on Space Rock's side of going... Oh, that's a harp-shaped object! Which had to be valid, because Goddess Harp is in Thunderhead. But
What
that
if
means...
Whip is just in Thunderhead?
That could be. Oh, we have the Water Dragonless one is hanging. But that does mean that Space Rock is going to have to do backwards Floria and then probably warp out and come back, or death warp back. Oh, that's a sword. We love that. Oh, shoutouts to Ray pulling out the bug net after my own heart.
I love the bug net.
So, if Whip is in Thunderhead and isn't just like in one of the Rupee Sanity checks, that's gonna be rough because that means we have to come back with probably more swords because only 2 out of 4 checks in Thunderhead are available right now. We do have more.
Oh, I will say I like Ray's approach a little bit more right now. Hi wall kicks. But Ray's approach, you know, you're clearing more before you go towards anything, so you're increasing your chances of finding like swords or like a bunch of other things that they can very slowly start to speed other things up. And
it is the check density direction, and once again it's going to allow. Oh, is that? That's Floria's loaded! And magma mitts.
Okay, we have a seed on our hands.
This sure is a seed of all time. But yeah, it's gonna reduce backtracking on Ray's side to do it this way. But of course, because this is rando, it probably is gonna come down to which checks matter. We'll see whose approach wins out today.
So, important note, we didn't find Whip here.
Yeah.
So, Whip is either directly Magma Mitts locked by Bellows, and I don't think, was Village hinted dead? Yes, it was.
Village was hinted dead, so that means we have everything we need to do, item in Bird's Nest.
I was about to say, I think it's item. It could be item in Bird's Nest.
It could also be in Thunderhead with the harp, which again would suck because we need 2 more swords. Is it?
Hear me out. Hear me out.
Yeah.
Hear me out. Okay.
What's up?
Hinted harp. Ballad path to get harp.
To get Colin's letter.
To get Colin's letter. To get bombs. To get something in the notes. Whip is in the notes.
Whip is in the notes, y'all. You heard it here first.
Whip is in the notes. Now watch me whip.
I don't recall, so can you confirm for me, Momo? Did Space Rock check the statue by Ancient Cistern? I really hope he did.
Yes, he did.
Okay.
Anyways, back to my question. Bananas.
Bananas!
Bananas!
Does it have a question mark now? Bananas?
Okay, bananas. Okay, so banana flavored things. A lot of people like bananas themselves, or but they don't like banana flavored things. Now, personally, I don't like banana flavored candies, depending on how they do it. But like banana flavored like pastries, like muffins and stuff like that.
Okay.
How do you like your banana flavored things? That's my question.
Can we draw a distinction between? I also don't like banana flavoring. I think it's bad. I also, though, don't like bananas. I don't want to eat a banana. I'm good without eating a banana, actually. But bananas made into things. What is Space Rock doing? Okay. They're fighting a Boko on top of a log. That's a new one. But bananas in things, very good. Banana muffin, quality. Banana bread, quality. Banana made into things, good. Thumbs up. We now do have our runners have traded spaces, so we have Space Rock going and clearing Farron while Ray is going to Floria.
Did Ray do this forwards?
Ray did do this forwards, yes.
Okay.
So, yes, as you saw,
I was thinking about bananas, I'll be honest.
that is okay. Sometimes you just gotta think about bananas. Ooh, that was a very flashy jump, Ray. I love it.
It's not Tomodachi commentary if we don't start talking about either like cheese or anything like that. Because I have derailed many a Wind Waker restream with just like talking about what kind of cheese the Triforce shards are.
Okay, so the Triforce shards in Wind Waker look like they're like a crumbled cheese, whereas the Triforce in this game is like some processed cheddar. Like, this isn't Sargento, this is Kraft.
It's not Sargento, it's Kraft. I love that.
This is like the lowest bottom shelf quality cheese you've ever had in your life. But you know what? Sometimes that's what you wanted. Sometimes that's what you needed. Embrace the terrible cheese.
Honestly.
Sometimes I want good cheese. Sometimes I really do want good cheese, like a good Gouda. Quality Gouda. Sometimes, if you're making a grilled cheese, you just want a slab of this is technically cheese, but maybe not. Also,
it really fills your heart, so it's good for something. Exactly.
Yeah, I heard cholesterol fills your heart. Moving on.
Also, I don't think Ray checked Deep Woods.
No, Ray pinged it.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also though, shout out to, I just want to acknowledge that's a cute piece of movement I've never noticed before. Space Rock jumping off the backside of Great Tree towards the raised statue on the viewing platform, but landing in the water so that you don't get the falling animation, like you don't get the Superman pose or whatever. You just land in the water and then immediately swan dive out. Ray
dipping into Cistern for those 8 checks.
We can't get super far into Cistern because we don't have Whip, but there are a decent amount of checks in the front half of Cistern. It's like
all the Ruby Sanity ones. It's 8 checks, I think. Small key right off the bat, which is always nice.
It is probably the most worthwhile dungeon to dip if you don't have the dungeon item. Just because, like, none of this is even made faster by having the whip, other than the very small amount of time saved you would probably
2 pings in the basement of Cistern.
Yeah, that means we're gonna see Cistern flip, probably.
Yay!
I like split. Meanwhile, Space Rock is saving Oriel. What a lad.
Up, down, left, right.
Da 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 da.
Da 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 do 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 do.
Da 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 da. Ooh, Ryder going across to the other claw shot wall. That's a smart way to route the room. What? Welcome to Red Rupee Row!
Oh my god!
Did Ray just opt for getting the small key before the boss key?
I think Ray got his things mixed around. I do it all the time in this room.
Might have gotten turned around, and also I didn't see if he pinged the room or the next room before coming in here. It might not matter what order he does the checks in here in, because usually you'd want to do that check you did before last. But if we're warping back to start to get out of here, it doesn't matter. And the last check after that hallway is a chest.
I think we're leaving this room to go properly ping that other one, instead of wasting the time to go all the way around.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
Fighter! Bomb bag!
Bomb bag! We're...
Bomb bag! Golo! What are you doing with those?
Hello. What are you doing, my dude? And crystals.
It seems that this was just the way that Ray opted to route, was to take the way back instead of going the quote-unquote intended way. And if the chest isn't pinging, it's probably about equal.
Oh yeah, I definitely think Thunderhead has whip, based off of that.
Oh, no cistern clip. No cistern clip. I mean, that's valid.
Stay in logic, I guess.
I respect your decision, Ray, even while I'm disappointed because my brain liked the flashy tricky trick. Go wee!
Whee!
It seems we are doing the gorge dig spot right now on Space
This
Rock.
could theoretically be whip as well.
Yeah, this is a mitts and bellows locked check. So those are 2 items we got from Florida. Oh, a quick beetle.
Oh, and death warping.
That is probably the best way back.
Yeah.
If you've ever wrestled with shooting that minecart with a bow.
Oh god, it's so bad.
It
Pirates Rupee is a whip watch.
better not be.
I think it's a little bit more likely to just be ballad, but we'll find out, I guess. Because scale was also sphere 0. So in terms of spheres, we had a sphere 0 and a sphere 1 mitts. So technically, I guess the sphere 1 one could be... They weren't locking each other, is the thing. So
Yeah.
I don't know if the mitts is path.
Space Rock is taking full advantage of the claw shots and going straight for the sandwiches.
More crystals.
We do have a lot of crystals right now.
Oh!
Yeah,
Are we seeing it?
seems
Are we seeing it?
Ray is opting to follow the bellows path and go straight to item in Bird's Nest. Did you notice what Pero was? Because I might have
Pero
missed
was
it
dead.
from a big old bump. Man.
Arrow was completely dead.
Oh, we're doing the safe skydive spot, but running through the water to get there.
Oh! Oh! That's
Okay,
always it feels
clean
bad.
recovery. We're going into Shed Chest. Shed Chest was pinging, right?
I think so.
Smooth recovery.
Planned.
I see that. Super planned.
Okay. Knowing that bombs are in logic and we have magma mitts, Boko Base was path to Sandship.
Yeah, that's
So,
probably at this point
Cave's
has to
key.
be our Cave's key.
which, honestly, I think in this scenario, I would greed out for White Sword,
Yeah.
try and follow that path, assuming I found bombs, right?
Yeah.
Because I think
What
as soon
check
as...
specifically were bombs?
I think it was Golo.
Oh, it was Golo, right. Yep,
Yeah.
I made a comment about it and everything, and I just forgot. Can we give a shout out to Ray for these, like, amazing water jumps? Oh, sad rupee.
Because I think if I was in Ray's position, I would be looking towards, I'd be looking towards desert right now. Because I still have a bunch of checks I could do.
Oh, we're
going-
not. We're going to Elden.
Are
Oh,
we going straight Boko?
this is an interesting play. I think we're hoping for that Cave's key before going to Lanayru. Just
What?
kidding.
What?
Yo, what's in Boko Base?
What's in Boko Base?
What's in Boko Base?
Wait, hear me out, hear me out,
okay.
hear me out, hear me out.
It could be
Boko-
Whip.
Boko Base has a sword for whip on
Oh
the
my
last
God.
thing. No, I think Boko Base has to have a sword at this point.
Oh my god. That's...
Oh, whip on Bellows Lock Boko Base chest. That could also be that.
Oh my god. How is... oh. Boko.
Okay.
Yep,
Oh yeah,
that's
no.
pinging.
Golden had it. Yeah. Okay. So that has to be it.
Double pointing to whip. Whoa.
Yeah. I mean, I went for the crazy one, but that's just me.
But we've seen some very, very different path choices here between both of the runners. Top of Boko Base seems to be dead, which is probably... Oh! That's Trickle! It's probably a good thing, because I don't think Ray particularly wants to do that without bombs. Because unfortunately, like, you can do it provided that this is whip, or you want to do... Is there even a way to do the nonsense? I don't think so.
You can take Hook Beetle and go around, but
Yeah, well, that was what I was saying. If you have whip, you can go around. There's the whip. Do the thing with the plant, and then use Hook Beetle to get up there. But I don't think you want to. I think it's just better to double dip Boko Base when you can get back up to Boko Summit.
yeah. I will admit, I was very confused when we found Cave's Key.
Same. Did not see the double whip path coming. Yeah, but alright, we found our whip.
Yeah, it was
And
just
now, hopefully, we have Ray going to Lanayru to pick up all of the neat things.
There's White Sword.
White Sword.
Why was my first thought, hey, it's gonna be a sword and all the other swords are gonna be locked by it? That was my first thought.
Also, we have another Death Warp. I don't think that Death Warp is optimal, but it might just be to save trouble because it's annoying getting out of there, and yeah, Yeah, getting back to the statue, that probably is a pretty good play.
Yeah.
But Ray is opting not to go Lanayru, instead to go finish Cistern. So, it's Cistern time.
I mean, there were like 2 or 3 pings in here. You
Yeah.
already I think we already have both small keys.
We do indeed.
We're saving and we're immediately clipping.
Yep. Always good to save before doing Cistern clip, because then you never think you're gonna soft lock. And then...
Oh.
With the Zelda scream, that sure was something.
Oh, that was good.
This is a really interesting way to set up Cistern clip. I don't think I've seen people do it that way before.
I've never seen that either.
Oh, unfortunate.
This game is
love
weird,
the
but I think
falling
that's
and
why I love
pit
it.
cream. Oh, this game is so scuffed and I love it so much.
Well, Skyward Sword, I think, is very unique. You know, and most people, when they hear that, they're gonna say, "Oh, it's because of the motion controls." Well, there's so much more you can do, right? They're like, there's bit in multiple Zelda games, but no Zelda game quite uses bit like Skyward Sword does.
It's fun when bit is so, like, sort of adaptable in Skyward Sword Randomizer that, like, we can actually use it for things. Like, it's not that hard to add bit to your gameplay in terms of SSR, where, like, you know, it would probably be pretty unthinkable to do bit in TP rando. It's such a limited utility trick. Oh, there's the harp. And some garbage. And because Space Rock has already pinged the chest outside and knows it's dead, yup, well, let's get out of here. We don't need to wait for the sky to load. And just go straight back to doing checks, and it looks like we are getting Colin's letter real quick. It looks like we also briefly, for a moment there, considered getting 5 loose gratitude crystals. Which would be an interesting play, because 5 loose would get you every Betrow check.
We do have claw shots and hook beetle.
Yeah.
Or in quick beetle.
Though there isn't really that much pause, because we kind of have path to dungeons, so it's pretty easy to assume that we are gonna get 5 more gratitude crystals somewhere. Oh, another beetle. So, it looks like, was there any chest pinging in the back half, or past chest behind with hooks in Cistern? I thought one of them was, but I might be misremembering.
I don't know.
Whoa, that's unfortunate. Right back down to Janin. Lilypad was slingshot, but it looked like something was pinging.
Something was pinging, and I think... Oh no, Ray's not going back. I can't imagine it'll be too long before Space Rock goes over there.
Oh, we are going back.
Okay.
I think we have remembered that we are going back. Yeah, it probably would have been better to check that before Cistern clip. I don't know. You kind of got to go out your way either way, which is really annoying. But people could debate about it. I am not people. I don't think it's worthwhile to debate about it. Choices were made and you can't undo it.
I just work here.
Oh, hey, look! Gratitude crystals!
Hey, what's up, Silver Gauntlets?
Welcome in, Raiders.
Welcome on in.
How's it going? Oh, was there also... Oh, right, we're doing Boko. We're doing Boko.
Yay!
Annoyingly, this is a check that cannot be pinged in any way, shape, or form.
I gamble it so often.
Like, it's not that long to go and do.
If I don't have claw shots, I leave it.
Yeah, if you don't have claw shots, it's annoying. Oh, but chest behind waterfall was pinging. And tasty, tasty bottle. Delicious. My favorite. Oh, and the spider hug.
No, I agree, Golden. It's a balancing act. Oh, I forgot about these crystals.
Ah, yes, the 300 rupee crystals to be able to full clear Betro.
Wrong game, Jade. Wrong game.
Are you sure about that?
There's no grandma soup in this game.
Then where does Pum source his soup from? If it's not made by wholesome grannies, how do I know it's fair trade?
What? What?
What? Everything okay?
Yeah. No, all good. All
Okay.
good. All good.
We're doing great. We're doing great.
I'll be honest. I looked at Discord on my second monitor when I said what, because I wanted to be dramatic and act like I was looking at you.
Uh-huh.
And then I looked back and I saw the loft wing from the guard guy on Space Rock's screen. And I thought Space Rock was flying away before actually getting Retro.
The Boko has unfortunately been garbage. So, yeah, with this much health, it is just probably optimal to leave the area and to... Oh, good job remembering to set back dowsing options. Space Rock. I forget it so often.
Couldn't be me.
But now Ray can go back in and... Oh! Those gratitude crystals.
That's always a feels bad. That sucks.
I was doing a seed the other day where I had 45 gratitude crystals and then chest was pinging and I turned around and opened chest and it was 5 more gratitude crystals. So I turned around and went back to Metro and I was like, I found 5 more gratitude crystals! And he was like, here you go, here's a skull. I was like, this is why I hate you.
Space Rock not done Waterfall Cave yet? Honestly,
no.
I'm here for it.
He has not.
I'm here for it. I probably wouldn't have either.
Honestly, mood. In fact, great disappointment. But now, we are going up to actually fight Galactus. And we can see that Momo and Ray were correct earlier. That was rupees. We have achieved possible 300 rupees and ignored them. Why would we want 300 rupees this late in the feed?
Alright, I think Space Rock is heading over to Boko Base now. Now Space Rock has bombs. And so Space Rock has the ability to actually full clear Boko Base.
Yeah. Because even if you pulled nonsense to get into top of Boko Base, you could not get into Boko Summit without bombs because, The unfortunate thing about not having bombs for Ray is that you can one cycle first phase of Galactus if you have bombs, but if you don't have bombs, it's not going to be nearly as kind, and you do have to wait for him to attack again.
I did didn't know you could do it. One cycle with the sword. Interesting.
Oh, you can do it with certain swords. I think you can do it with white sword, but it's annoying. And then you can do it with Master Sword or CMS, I think is correct. You can do it with long or white sword. Interesting. I just know that bombs is fastest, so,
Bomb blow up. I say yay.
Bomb do boom.
Bomb do boom.
Bomb a boom. Regardless,
Bada
hey,
boom, baby.
second phase of Galactus. Yeah, it doesn't matter what sword you have to do the bomb strat because, as Jade mentioned, you are not trying to hit Galactus with your sword. You're trying to hit the bombs, and the bombs do enough damage at once to skip him coming back. Ooh. We're doing this with stabs. Very cute. That's just swaggy.
Interesting.
Is Ray out of arrows, or was that just fun?
Ray may
Because
be out of this.
you can just shoot him if you have bow to get through that, but 2 Skyward Strikes also does the trick. Pretty much regardless of what sword you have. Unless you have practice sword, in which case you can't do a Skyward Strike, which is sad. Oh, hey!
Oh. And we are now seeing the top of Volcano Summit. Aw, that's a really cute music choice. On Ray's side. Shoutouts to also using a bow to hit that. What's he called? That's a spume? I think that's spume. Because I always get spumes and ropes confused. Because if you hit it with a Skyward Strike, there's always a chance you accidentally get your angle wrong and shoot the goddess cube behind it, and then want to die of embarrassment. Oddly enough, I've never done that.
I've done it a lot, because it's just like, hey, I have as much time as I want to wait for this platform. Are we doing Rope Floria? Why are we doing Rope Floria on Ray's side?
Ray is going to grab item behind lower level.
We're doing low bomb out of logic. Ooh, I've never seen that in a race. Oh! That's the void.
Well, now I know that can happen.
Collision gotta end somewhere. It seems that, yeah, we're resyncing motion controls. Especially for long beetle flights. Desynced motion controls can really mess you up. But look how smooth that is.
Looks to be a goddess bloom.
That's not anything useful, so we're warping to start. Unfortunately, I don't think that was the most optimal check because we don't have bombs, but hear me out. It was swaggy, and thus I support the decision.
I think Ray did discover that.
Then it's extra swaggy, and regardless, I support the decision. So Ray is behind several items, but is up a dungeon. So
Oh yeah, Ray and Sledgen went crazy one day and discovered a bunch of like out of bounds.
Yeah.
All right, Ray is heading over to desert.
For the first time. 52 minutes into the seed and we haven't been to desert yet. Meanwhile, I'm pretty sure that we have this is an interesting location to land in Farron. That it seems that Space Rock is going for White Sword doused that low bomb check. For the other bombable checks before going back to Sister.
Mine's ping's dead. Oh yeah, there's so many tricks in this game, then more just keep getting discovered every day, like... Wait, was this pinging?
I did not notice. Oh, apparently it was, and apparently it was a bait.
Skirvo RBM. Nindy, what is Skirvo RBM?
I don't think it's a trick that exists, to my knowledge, at this time. But if somebody wants to go find it, I will be your best friend. I actually can't promise that. It is? You found it?
Nindy found it?
Nindy, am I your best
Nindy?
friend? Nindy, I'm gonna need you to tell me if I'm your best friend. Okay, I know it's a lot to ask. Just randomly on a CSR commentary. You need to tell me what this RPM is? Because...
Nindy, how do you do it?
So many people are gonna not want to do Skirvo.
Here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
Skirvo being skippable will start people who don't want to do doing bit, I think, especially if they're newer, because Skirvo sucks.
Skirvo, it seems we're having a little bit of trouble getting fence hop for Floria. There we go. That's a really interesting way to set up fence hop. I've literally never done it with a jump slash before. I always just kind of run off a fence. But the real question is, if it saves time in Rando, does it save time in vanilla gameplay? Because hey, I just learned Skirvo for AD. I have no qualms with making all of that time useless. It's impossible in AD or in vanilla period.
God. The raised death sound.
Yeah, that was really good.
That was really good. Alright. So, unfortunately, Ray is gonna find Cave's key and then immediately turn around, but it's not too bad.
I mean, there were things in desert, right? Were there any other things in desert? Oh, brake sled.
Crystals.
There were crystals.
And a sword.
There were crystals. There was a sword.
There was a sword.
There was a sword. See, if we work together, we can remember what happened 14 seconds ago. Oh, we seem to be having some sync issues on stage.
I was about to say,
Sometimes you think you're ready for the combination lock and you're like, yep, this is gonna be so smooth. I know the inputs, and then your sword just reads wrong and you're like, and I feel like a fool. I was about to be really cool though. Don't you worry about it. It's fine.
Don't you worry, speedrunner.
The seed has got a plan for you.
Oh, I was gonna say I've got a new trick for you. It saves another second.
If sync was 100% perfect, how much time would it save? For What trick?
okay.
It would depend.
I think that, yeah, it's going to depend on what trick you're doing, and it's also going to depend how many times you have to fix it.
Yeah. So if your sync is, like, doing well, you can save a couple seconds on a long beetle flight, but, like, it's not going to be a ton, but it is going to also make things just a lot easier. Which, hey, let's not overstate how, the entire run. It's very quick to resync your motion controls, so it's often not a problem. It is, like, a nice sort of habit to be in of, like, just anytime you have downtime, you're, like, waiting for an animation to play, waiting for it to register that an enemy is dead, so oh, that's a sad fall. I'm very sorry, Space Rock. My condolences. But if you're waiting for, like, a door to open or an animation to play, it's a really good habit to be in to just, like, resync your motion controls really quickly, so you don't have to do it at times where it would take a couple seconds out of your gameplay, if you synced it more recently. But it's hard to say because it's kind of... It can lose you a lot of time if your sync just goes really bad during, like, a boss fight, and all of a sudden you have to fight the second phase of Moldarak, and it's been so long since you fought the second phase of Moldarak that you don't remember what the second phase of Moldarak actually is. We've all been there, right?
What?
Don't worry, it's just me.
Capesky!
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 Don't worry about it. Have we seen what's in back of Fire Node? Oh yeah, happy 1 hour and 10 seconds. Apparently there was nothing in back of Fire Node.
Yo, shout out to our tracker.
Shout out to our tracker.
Jade's the goat.
Jade's doing the true and important work.
Shout out to Jade, Mini Boo.
Well, we're just here memeing. And talking about bananas.
I have not really shown my unhinged commentary to the SSR community yet. I mean, anyone who knows me knows I'm unhinged, but anyone who's seen a Wind Waker restream where I've commentated knows I'm unhinged. I've not really shown it to SSR yet.
Okay, listen. The entirety of the Skyward Sword community better already know that I'm unhinged.
I know you're unhinged.
I know! Listen, I don't think I have to be on comms for people to figure out that I am absolutely, It's fine, don't worry about it. Yes, there will be many races coming up with Rumlets. There's our sword. Look at that white sword.
There will be races coming up, but I also kind of want to restream those races. So we'll see. Golden, I'm coming for your spot.
Shouts to Golden, restreaming so many Skyward Sword races. We really appreciate it.
This is Golden's third restream of the day.
Golden! You mad lad!
You can restream and commentate. I prefer not to. Unless I have a really strong co-com.
Our commentary is so quality, has so much effort put into it. You can't possibly restream and commentate to this high level of standards. Don't think about that one too hard.
We take these things very seriously here at ZeldaSpeedRuns.
Yep.
These are incorporated.
Oh, banana. No! Banana!
No! So, question, bananas.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, wait. So question, the movie Fried Green Bananas.
What? There's a movie called Fried Green Bananas?
Yes.
I'm googling this right now.
It's not a comedy. Well, it's like
Fried. I hope you can.
fried green tomatoes. It's not bananas. You're correct. I thought it was bananas. It's tomatoes.
Oh, I wrote tomatoes without it.
Shoutouts to chat for correcting me when I'm tired. I've been awake a lot of hours.
It's on Netflix. I will watch this later.
As you should. It's a really
Alright.
good movie.
It's
Hit me
added
up
to
when
my
we're
list.
done.
It's added to my list. It is added to my list.
Golden, I can't take you up on your offer of restreaming the next SSR weekly. I'm very sorry. As non-restreamer.
So here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
Everything's kind of unfortunately based on the Eastern time zone,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm in Pacific, right? I don't want to get up before noon. I had that issue restreaming Wind Waker a lot because everyone I'd want to restream the European races and stuff like that, but they'd be at 9 a.m. and I'm just sitting there okay, I guess I'm not sleeping. I have gotten up at 5 a.m. after going to bed at 4 a.m.
Oh,
to
is
restream
Space
races before.
Space Rock not doing Sister and Clip? So what? I'm sorry, I got really distracted. I don't know what Space Rock is currently doing. Oh, we're seemingly going here. I think he might have just forgotten that this chest was here. But that's okay.
Alright. Speaking of which, Ray is in Zancy.
He's doing what Ray did.
Yeah.
Brain? That was the noise my brain makes when I'm trying to remember the differences. So I think he might have just forgotten that chest was there, gone up one level too high, and was trying to drop back down to just one level below. I think that might have been what happened. I'm not 100% sure. Regardless, he is making his way back up to the top of Ancient Cistern, so we can see our second Galactos of the restream.
I like lactose.
Galactos is the best boss. Don't at me. You're welcome to at me, but I won't reply. An interesting choice to do Sansi before Stanship.
Yeah, I think personally I would have just gone for it.
Yeah, the nice thing about doing Sandship immediately when you enter Sansi is that the ship is in a pretty consistent position and doesn't have a lot of variety to its movement. So you kind of know where it's going to be. If you're confident with it, you can just avoid the ping and just kind of YOLO bomb it, which is a horrible phrase, but even if you aren't super confident with where the positioning is, you can kind of just get it very quickly. But if you're coming from the other direction, it's gonna have more time to sort of wander about and be annoying. But on the other hand, you do get more checks earlier this way, outside of Sandship, which is going to increase your odds of being able to go mode Sandship.
Yeah, I mean, so Sandship has a sword in it, right? So we need a Tringle and a sword for no mode.
Yes.
And Ray just has to go pick up, what's it called?
That was an unfortunate time to run out of arrows for Ray.
I've been telling them they need to add a arrow pot right there.
Yeah. There is a trick to do that without a projectile, which is really not... It's slower if you fail it once, and deals you damage if you fail it, so it's really not that useful, but You can.
Oh, Boss Key is 100% whip locked in Sandship.
Yeah.
That's why I think the idea of go moding it is a little bizarre. Oh, that's a sword.
That do be a sword. We are short 1 Tringle still. Oh.
So, what do we have besides Sandship left? And the rest of Stancy.
Yeah, Pirate's Stronghold.
One pointy stick and one Dorito.
Yep, exactly. What do we have left in terms of checks? Not much, considering that, like, obviously each of our runners doesn't know everything because Ray still hasn't seen top of Boko Base, but, and Space Rock hasn't seen Sand Sea, but with our powers combined, and a very nice Galactos kill. Yeah, so, we do know where Harp is, so even though Ray doesn't have that, it's gonna be quick to pick up. Oh, and that's a Pringle! Let's hear it for, yes, we can?
Alright, yep.
Go mode Sandship?
Yeah, no, depending on where the sword is, we can absolutely go mode Sandship.
And that means probably no Brig.
Yeah, it's gonna heavily depend on where that sword is, and then we might see Tentala skip.
I'm not expecting Tentala skip, but
I'm not either.
Tentala skip, if anybody's unaware, is an RBM where you can set the crest in Sandship to be already struck, which skips the entire boss and also deletes the item on Heart Container. So it is very limited use case. Really, you only see it if Heart Container is hinted dead. But if we know we have everything we need and Heart Container cannot be anything, it's essentially hinted dead. Alright, so we've entered Sandship and checked, assumedly pinging for just its stern, because starting with small keys in Sandship is really powerful because it lets you do the mass skip, which is, well, mass skip the easy way, which saves a lot more time than doing it the hard way, which is like a whole death warp thingamajig, and don't recommend doing in rando. Yeah, and thankfully Sandship is full of arrows. So it seems we are going to boss room, which sounds correct for doing mass skip. And meanwhile, we have Space Rock is coming to come hot on Ray's coattails there, and is going to be following Ray to Sandship. And is going to be looking for that sword and Tringle that Ray got. So doesn't necessarily have too large of an item advantage anymore. Just really has gotten the stuff from Thunderhead. Because there was nothing in top of Boko Base, right?
No, there wasn't.
Or Boko Summit.
Mm-hmm.
Words are hard.
Wait, doesn't it need to...
What's up?
Is this pinging?
Boss key chest, I believe, was pinging.
Yeah. Alright, yeah.
We accidentally entered in the past when we need to be in the present, though. That's the roughest part about learning Sandship, is remembering what rooms want you to be in the past and the present.
Takes a while to get it under your belt.
Yeah.
And you still mess it up. Like, it's...
Yeah. There are some very, like, smooth movement things you can do in Sandship to try to sort of optimize, but... Hey.
Alright. Space Rock is going for Sandship first, which I think is a play that a lot of people make.
Yeah. Because it's true Brig is a long check, but it's not too horribly long. So, it's just also very annoying that you do all of that and you only get one check, and what? Almost always it's useless. Got that very smooth roll before the cutscene plays, though. Shoutouts to Ray for some clean movement.
Shout out to the bow, honestly.
The bow's pretty darn good. I'm not used to hearing Zelda's little giggle. Just oh, there's our
There it
sword.
is. There it is.
Alright.
We are in go.
We're just looking for that boss key now. And hopefully it's not on break.
Well, we know it's whip locked, so...
Yes, but unfortunately both Brig and Treasure Room are whip locked, so... Oh! Snipe in the boat. Very nice.
Nice little cutscene skip from Ray as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I just can't stop noticing it now. It's very good.
It's so cute.
Alright. Oh. I don't even think it's worth hanging that chest at this point, since we know whip is required. Like, there's really nothing it can be. Obviously, like, ping for safety. Ping for safety. Ping to settle my anxiety, if nothing else. Like,
It's also just habit at that point.
yeah. Especially when you're...
See that boat go on the right?
That was interesting. Especially though when you're like mid-seed, like it's 100% a thing that you don't think of until after the fact. That's like, oh, I didn't actually have to ping that. Well, too bad. I pinged it already now.
So how much time does Tentula skip actually save?
Not a ton.
It's like 30 seconds or something.
Yeah. It's not a ton. Whee! That was so cute! Oh, 1 minute and 50 seconds.
I didn't know that was
actually
a
decent.
thing.
Yeah, I didn't either. That's adorable, and I will do it forever now.
Yeah.
That was so cute.
So
Thank you, Ray. That was so cute.
Are we gonna see Ray? I think something pinged in treasure chest room, and so Ray is just not gonna go for break, which I think is valid.
Yeah, considering how few pings are left, it's a pretty safe gamble. It is still a gamble, of course, because if Brig is required... Oh, just kidding. It seems we are going for Brig. If Brig is required, like, you know, you save a lot of time in stacking them. But it's probably not. But...
Oh no, we're going for it. Okay.
Nope. It's break time.
I think it's the safer play.
Yeah, definitely.
It should be noted, like, Space Rock is not too far behind at all.
Yeah, no.
They're neck
Space
and neck.
Rock has not gotten the sword from Boss Key Chest yet.
Yeah.
So keep in mind that he will have to go back for that. but Sandship is kind of interesting in that, like, Sandship is ooh, they were holding hands for a second. Sandship is definitely one that exiting and re-entering is sometimes just not a terrible play, because you can do it so pretty quickly, and it's got such a massive, like, hub area that branches off in so many directions that you really don't have to deal with a lot of the linearity of a lot of dungeons. So exiting and re-entering for Skirbo is a pretty safe play. Boss key chest also. But shoutouts to, at least visually, this is very neck and neck at the moment.
Yeah. No, they are definitely holding hands. Yeah, so Space Rock has the harp. Ray still needs to go grab the harp. Space Rock needs to get the last two swords and do all of Sansi.
Yeah. Space Rock is gonna need to do Skipper's Retreat still. And as we saw Ray do, the first check in, well,
Pirate's Fortress.
First or second in Pirate Stronghold, depending on your routing.
Did I say Pirate's Fortress?
I think you did. It's okay. Pirate followed by second word.
Yeah, TMS is the Skydive chest.
Yes.
And that's that chest, words! That...
Ooh! No brig necessary.
Chest
We got
sucks.
one
Okay.
ping.
I couldn't get that out.
That means there was no need for brig, but that does not mean that it's not, well, we have, oh, right! Space Rock, Ray knows that we can leave back the way we came and don't have to worry about, opening the shortcut back. But Space Rock is still looking for 2 items, so he's gonna have to go do all of the check.
Space Rock is also in an optimal health to death warp right now.
Got that all-important 20 rupees from the brig the crew and brig. Thank you so much for rescuing me and saving my life. Here's 20 bucks, go buy yourself a coffee.
I want coffee.
I also want coffee. I don't want to spend 20 bucks on a coffee.
I also want a banana muffin.
Do you think we can get you a banana muffin when you get the coffee?
Yeah. Anyways, enough about bananas.
Are we sure we've said enough about bananas?
Maybe we could get some fried green bananas.
Don't worry. I just may be stupid. Alright, so it seems that Space Rock has determined that now is the time to go do our boss key check.
I've never actually seen Tintle skip in Rando, so... Well, in Remlets.
So, yeah, we're gonna be doing some file shenanigans in Back in Time, because we're gonna want to be able to open Betrot's door, which is one of the perks of having that bit magic file that we made so long ago. So I believe what's gonna happen is that we're going to be doing some intended bomb. That'll work. So that should allow for Betrot's door to be openable on this layer of Skyloft, but we're gonna want to have our inventory from file 1, because that's the one that has our collection of gratitude crystals. So most likely, if I recall how to do Tantalus Skip correctly, we're gonna run up to the door. We're still looking at file 3 technically, and then when we get to the door, click on it and press file 1 before it loads, and that should give us our inventory. We're being sure. There we go. Very nice.
Interesting.
And now we're gonna RBM, I believe. It's opening the chest? It's been a long time since I've done Tantalus Skip. So we're gonna pick up a bunch of items. Not opening it? Hold on. The text associated with opening it. So let's see for my own peace of mind. When do you actually? Oh, is it just second option? Oh, that would make it easy. And it seems that meanwhile. Oh, just kidding. Maybe that didn't work.
Oh.
Wrong option. Well, it looks like we're going to be fighting Tantalus together.
Yay, holding hands!
It's really wholesome here.
Alright. Well, I guess,
If you chose the left option. Interesting. So I'm assuming it's the text box after that. It will be unfortunate for Ray when he goes to open the door and it spawns in the actual fight instead of allowing him to skip it. Because all of this, even if you do Tantalus Skip, you still have to do the escape sequence. And running away from the falling apart boat. But once you get to the end of it, instead of like actually making you fight Tantalus, it spawns in the room that has the struck crest in it and goes, oh, you struck this. Bye. We'll see. We'll see, because there's debate. This will be for science.
bit science.
He did set it up very, very carefully, so maybe that was correct? Nope, it seems we are in the Tantalus fight.
Unfortunate?
Yeah. Well,
So I guess while this Tantalus fight is happening, we can take a second to mention that these settings are associated with the Remlets tournament.
that is
And we have qualifiers going on right now. This isn't a qualifier, so we're not
This
like
is not a
right now. But like I believe we have 3 more qualifiers, and you need to do at least 2. But
Yep.
we also have ASIC qualifiers, and I think there's 2 weeks left for that. And so we have a let me just double check. So we have a qualifier tomorrow.
Yep. You can race against me, probably. We'll see. You can take solace in beating me.
We have a qualifier tomorrow, March 3rd at 3 p.m. EST. Thursday, March 7th at 6 p.m. EST, and Saturday, March 9th at 1 p.m. PST. No, PST, EST. EST. All those were in EST. Whatever.
Okay, so there's one this Sunday.
Thank
There's
you.
one this upcoming Thursday. And there's one next Saturday. If you would like to partake in any of them, please join the not Zelda Speedruns, that's the Skyward Sword Randomizer Racing Discord. That's where you can find all of the information about the Remlet settings and the qualifiers and how the breakdown's going to work and all that good stuff, so that you too can come race with us. And after the qualifiers are over, which once again there are 3 qualifiers left that are synchronous, and then 2 weeks to do one or both of those async qualifiers, then you are going to be in the tournament, and the tournament is going to be however many weeks it takes, and will be traditional 1v1 matches, to my knowledge, and should be a lot of fun. Also, we're blowing Tantalus, so talking about blowing Tantalus. Why are the qualifiers in the sink? Because we needed to clean them. That's so biz. Oh, that's a cute idea. I never thought about using that time to chop off some of his tentacles. Hopefully give yourself a little bit more time to get the quick phase for the second part of Tantalus Phase 2. That's kind of smart, because you are kind of waiting there. Very synced up Tantalus fights, by the way. For Tantalus Phase 2, you're trying to shoot him in the eyeball before he does the little snappy tentacles. And if you miss it, you're gonna get an arm workout. So you hope you get it. And then in between the 2 sets of attacks, you jump in the water there just to respawn yourself at the other end and give you a chance to set up to attack him before he can attack you again. So you are waiting for a moment to sort of jump in the water optimally. So, while they are visually synced, they do have different things left. Ray, after this, is going to be rushing Thunderhead, and Space Rock is going to have to do the rest of Sandsea. So, they are going to be going in different directions. How are you feeling, Momo? I haven't checked in a couple.
I smell food in my house, so.
Oh, don't remind me I'm hungry. It's been a long day, and it's not nearly over.
It's alright. All Ray needs to do is go grab, that harp. Yeah, I would say Ray is about 7 to 8 minutes ahead of Space Rock right now, depending on how quickly Space Rock can clear.
It seems that Space Rock is also gambling this dead. That's a move.
Don't blame him. I don't blame him.
Yeah, so that's the slowest check remaining in Sandsea, is the skydive chest from Space Rock's perspective. That, if... you have to go all the way to the end of Skipper's Retreat to get that. And if both of them were in Pirate's Stronghold, this would definitely be the correct play. And hopefully for his sake, once he enters Pirate's Stronghold, it pings dead, because otherwise he's probably going to be going all the way into Pirate's Stronghold for no benefit. He is White Sword dowsing, which is a smart move on all 3 of our Rupee Sanity check. And oh wow! The Tringle is not a rupee nor a small item. It's actually very large. The model for it is massive, and it's very funny.
This is... Unfortunately, that gamble's not the greatest for Space Rock.
Yeah. It's not a terrible play by any means, but it is a gamble, and unfortunately, we know from the power of watching Ray's stream that it's not going to pay off for him. Mm-hmm. That is an incredible way to do Thunderhead!
Ray!
Oh, did Space Rock ping in here?
Ray!
Did Space Rock ping? I didn't...
I don't know.
I didn't see whether or not Space Rock
I didn't see it either.
He might just be relying on the fact that it's probably here, quote unquote. Either that or I'm blind. Which it is pretty likely. But meanwhile, Ray, all he has to do is now go and meet Girahim 2. No, beat Girahim 3. Say the right words, Mindy. Oh, there is something pinging here. If you're speaking first. And it's a bow! Bow percent. We love it. And by we love it, I mean Space Rock probably doesn't, because that does mean...
Yeah, we're gonna die here, and then I think we're gonna go back for it, because I don't know what else Space Rock even has. If anything, it's not a lot.
So the inside and outside of Pirate Stronghold are different loading zones, which is why you'll see runners enter and then douse, because you have to be in the same loading zone as a chest for it to ping. If you saw pings outside, like when he pinged the nose, he was actually pinging using white sword dowsing, looking to see if the item in the nose, which is a check, is a rupee sanity check outside of the actual pirate stronghold, was a rupee or a small item, and if it wasn't either of them, he would have gone to send the beetle up there to get it. But since it seems it was a rupee, he's ignored. Yeah, learning the loading zones for different pings is silly and weird, and is definitely something you pick up over time. Oh, we're doing Girahim 3 with stabbies.
Yeah.
Ray's got some great swag going on. That is not
really
faster.
Does.
Oh, we're going for purple hand skip. Oh, unfortunately. If you use shield there, you can possibly skip the purple hand. It supposedly saves time. I don't like it. But I'm also known shield hater, Pippi in a top hat.
I am also a shield hater, but I think that's just because you taught me the game.
Sorry?
Yeah, dowsing zones take time to learn.
Yeah.
I've been playing this game for like 5 months or so now, and I still don't get it.
Yeah, especially within dungeons. Stuff like, hey, Sandship is a perfect example. First of all, pings can overlap each other, which makes them very annoying to tell what is pinging. So you can't really tell how many pings you're gonna get from something like Treasure Room until you actually are in there and can see how many chests are pinging. But also, Sandship, for some reason, Boss Key Chest is in a different load zone than everything else, so you really just have to enter. Oh yeah. Be
careful, Ray.
Yeah, Ray's gonna have to start playing a little bit safe here, because he's got a lead, but obviously losing to Girahim 3, especially in later phases, is an annoying time loss. Projectile skip! Very clean, Space Rock!
Space Rock!
Thank you! I love that trick! It's so stupid! I love it. Oh, we're doing the shield strat. So
I think going for the shield strats when you're at 1 heart is a little risky.
if it's what you're more comfortable with, like, you
fair.
do you, man, if that's what you're used to. I don't go for shield strats, like, ever, because I'm a known shield hater. Oh, let's hear it for Link's face not being updated. During any of the final cutscenes, unfortunately, Link has a different face, so the models are kind of gonna break. Ooh.
Oh, that was close.
Not a perfect one, but there we go. That's what we like to see. Perfect. Oh,
There we go.
Very nice improv. Very nice improv. A little bit scary, but you know what? If you die to Demise, you only go back to the beginning of Demise.
Yeah.
Ray's just trying to swag for all sorts of
Oh my god, Demise's sword is purple too.
That is so cute!
That's so adorable! That's gonna be GG's to Ray. In first place.
Very nice, Ray.
There it is.
And also we have Ray here for interview already. How's it going, Ray? How you feel?
I'm feeling pretty good about that one.
Yeah. So, is there anything you'd like to share before we bombard you with questions?
Well, I forgot that I actually spammed the text one thing too early on that RBM.
Oh, is that what happened? We were,
Yeah,
we
I
were
was supposed
wondering
to...
if, like, you could just make it work with that text option.
Yeah, I was like, maybe fast text would save me here, but I was like, this probably will fail, because I was supposed to hit the option, then start my file and spam through text. But I did it when I answered.
Yeah. Unfortunate, but still, it was wildly entertaining because I'm sure you didn't know this while doing it, but you and Space Rock were just holding hands for the entirety of the Tantalus fight. You were separated by literally like 4 seconds.
Yeah,
It was
it
kind
was
of
great.
incredible to watch. So thank you for throwing out that Tantalus skip and deciding to give us a show.
Yeah, I just wanted... It was for the content, you know?
Yeah. It was just for us. But did you have any other thoughts on the sea?
I got pretty lucky.
Yeah.
But also, I mean, like, everything I did made sense, but I got kind of lucky, too.
Yeah, being able to go mode sand ship was pretty strong. Because like that decision really paid off. And also, correct me if I'm wrong, you didn't have to go back to Boko Summit?
No, I did not. I only went the first time.
Yeah, so you got to skip all those because you didn't have bombs yet.
No, I did not.
What did you think about those path hints?
The path hints? I thought it was funny that Lake Florio was just pointing to Boko Base's path hint.
Yup!
I figured out, like, I like the path hints because I knew after, like, even before I went into Cistern the first time, that I was confident that Whip was in Boko Base, based off the path hints. The only other option is that it could have been, like, Gus Bellows Lock, which is why I did Central Skyloft before, but
Yeah.
I figured it out.
Yeah, that seemed like a strong choice to follow the path in there. Also, let's give a quick GG's to Oni for finishing in second place with a 140.27. Not on Restream, but there are plenty of talented runners who do the weekly we can't put everyone on Restream. Well, go give Oni some love as well. And Oni will probably be on Restream every week. How did you feel about doing the end of G3 with only 1 heart and giving us all heart palpitations?
Oh yeah, that was scary. Because my shield, for some reason I kept failing shield bashes at the beginning, which kept making me lose health more and more until I was at 1 heart and I was like, uh-oh.
We are also seeing Space Rock go into Demise right now, so not too far behind. Y'all were pretty evenly matched for Restream, because Space Rock went and got Thunderhead before you did, but did not do Sandsea first, and unfortunately put Pirate Stronghold before Skipper's Retreat, and got baited by Sacred Bow. Demise seems to be rude.
Base went to Pirate Stronghold first?
Yeah, he saw the ping in Skipper's Retreat and decided to gamble that it wasn't that, and saved there to get the statue and then left.
Yeah. That's not how I play. I will always full clear an area if I'm there, and I can, so.
I'm much closer to that. There are only a couple of checks that I personally will take the energy to gamble, and one of them is Brig, which both of you did not gamble, and I was very impressed with your commitment. I
was very close because I messed up my routing there. I was supposed to hit the switch first. I forgot I had to do that, so I lost some time from that. So I was tempted to, because I forgot to do that, just go to the Brig, but I decided to just do it anyway.
GG Space Rock for a time of 1:43:17, a very respectable time.
Jeez. Now, Ray, I have to say, your model is what made this seed for me.
Oh my god, yeah.
Because I don't think I've taken the time to truly appreciate the Zelda model with the sound pack.
Oh yeah.
Until now.
It's very good.
It took me a while to get that to work, but it's nice.
Welcome in, Space Rock. We have our other racer here for comment. How's it going? How do you feel?
Space, are you there?
We might have Space Rock.
This could be a fake Space Rock.
Mic issues. Alright, no worries.
We'll give Space Rock just a moment. And continue gushing over the Zelda model. It's very good. I love the purple sword effects as a touch. It's
yeah.
I loved it on Demise. I was not expecting that for whatever reason.
Oh yeah, that was a mistake that I made that I haven't fixed. And I might just keep it, but that's just how it is currently.
It looks very good.
Hi, I'm good now. GG's.
Welcome in.
GG.
How do you feel after your very respectable completion time? Very quality race from both of you.
Thank you. I don't know. First hour I felt like I was doing great. And then I had to make a choice between which dungeon to go through first, and I chose Cistern, and I regret it because it was all junk. I don't know, like, I actually forgot about Cistern for a moment, and the only reason I actually went to Farron was in an effort to avoid Sandsea. I wanted to do the 2 bombable rocks in Farron, but as I landed in Farron, I was like, oh wait, Cistern. So I just kind of went there, and just, I mean, it was a nice full clear, but it was just all junk. And then, I don't know, maybe it would have been better. And then in Sandship, I could have probably doused Treasure Room like I usually do, and using junk things, I could have, you know, determined that I needed to go to Sandsea, and maybe would have done that. Maybe would have gotten to do Tentala skip, but of course, the one seed where it would have been useful, I didn't do that. And so I just full cleared Sandship as well, and then full cleared the seed. So.
Well, don't worry, I failed Tentalis RBM for you.
Oh no.
Yeah, you guys were holding hands in that fight.
Yeah, like you entered Tentalis, like literally you were in the cutscene at the same time, like a couple seconds removed from each other, and continued holding hands for the majority of the fight. And like we're in the ending cutscene of defeating Tentalis together. It was very nice to watch.
That's pretty cool.
But yeah, yes, and also if it wasn't obvious from that statement, you did choose the same dungeon order as each other, which I think is a very fair choice.
I don't see anything wrong with doing Cistern first.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it was definitely the play, but I just, you know, it didn't work out item placement wise.
Yeah, it seems we also have had, just during this discussion, our 4th place finisher is J-Dude with a 145, and Sledgen in 5th with a 146. That's
6
very
finishes
close.
in 10 minutes.
Very close.
It was a
Ray.
really close seed for everyone.
Wait, who's our 6th finish?
Skinny
Those
has to
only-
finish still.
Oh, sorry, 5, not 6.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, okay, yeah, alright. Skinny D is still running. Well, very good job, all of y'all. Very clean. Very entertaining to watch. Did y'all have any other thoughts on how the seed went?
One of my favorite parts is when I forgot that I hadn't done the last few checks in Ancient Cistern and went like all the way to the top just to jump down.
Yeah!
Oh, yeah, okay, so whenever something similar happened, so I forgot I didn't do Key Lock Room. And I had this whole, I was like, it'll work out nicely, I'll do Cistern Clip for Boss Key Chest and then get Key Lock on the way up. But then, this has happened before too, I just forget about Key Lock Chest because, it rarely pings. And then I was like, I skipped the Stallmaster cutscene, which I was really happy about. But then I had to go down and get the cutscene anyway because I forgot the chest. So it was just so sad.
Yeah, I was curious what you were doing there. I figured it was sort of just an oopsie moment, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like oopie doopie.
Pretty much.
But yeah, but overall, very, very clean performances all around.
I gotta do the lower bombable peak too. Well, I could have gotten it too with my
Yeah.
computer.
Shoutouts to both of you for doing the rope Floria setup.
oh yeah, that's not easy.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's a very fun trick to watch, and I don't think often you super get to see in Remlets. So,
Yeah, to
Very
do
I've been
the
doing it a fair bit.
lower
bit.
bombable trick, you need to do that specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
rope Gloria.
it's not in
Usually-
big Momo.
If I can full clear Floria but not Farron, I will. There is a decent chance I will go for that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
It-
an easy setup, so shoutouts to both of y'all for getting it first try.
You just gotta know the strats.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it
what
wasn't as
learning
scary
is.
as it looked in the beginning to me.
But I think that's all the questions I had. Momo, how are you feeling?
I feel like I have some competition. Space Rock, I gotta hand it to you. I feel like in a lot of I mentioned this earlier. In a lot of casual races, I'm normally racing against you. So this is the first time in a while I've actually been able to see you play. Your improvement so far has been phenomenal. You
Thank
as
you
well,
so
right?
much.
Like there is a clear improvement just in the past few weeks itself. Keep up the grind. You guys are doing really well.
Yeah.
I'm
That means
scared.
a lot.
I
Thank
look
you very
forward
much.
to losing to y'all.
I
That
do
includes
too.
you, Momo.
GG's to
That
Skinny.
includes you.
Okay.
GG's.
Yeah, it's always hard for me to gauge how well I do against space, like how good I am in comparison. Because the problem is that in all of our practices
I throw.
he'll just practice all this stuff mid seed, just stop playing for a bit just to practice
That's
something.
just, yeah.
So it kind of inflates my time to I don't know if I was better or if they spent 10 minutes practicing something. You never know.
Oh yep.
It's
GG's to
it's
Skinny,
just because
by the way.
I can never, yeah, GG Skinny. I just never if I'm not doing an actual seed, I'm not motivated enough to just go and practice tricks. So I will do seeds and then slow down in the middle of the seed to practice the strat, and it's been working for me so far. So
I mean, whatever.
but I don't do that
works-
in recorded races.
Yeah, whatever works for your method of practice with whatever gets results for you is correct, even if it's not what gets results for somebody else. You do you.
Thank you.
do you.
I will.
All right. If there's nothing else, I guess we can hand it off to Golden Devil himself, the goated restreamer who loves
The one, the
SSR.
only.
Woo!
Yeah, so
Ooh.
GG's to our runners, Face Rock and Ray, and also very sorry to Nindy for the unfortunate crash. Thank you to our wonderful tracker, Jade Minaboo, without whom this would not be possible, as well as both of our commentators, without whom this would not be possible, Momo and Pippi. We're going to go raid one of our star Zelda 2 commentators, Mirai, but we'll have a lot of OOTR tomorrow. I think 3 or 4 races potentially here on the ZSR channel, so stay tuned. But I think this is it for today. So have a good Saturday night, everyone. Almost said Sunday for the second time today.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.